Hello. Okay, there we go. Ha! This stupid thing was set to the wrong mic. Anyway, alright, so I'll explain again. So, basically, what happened was, a little over a year ago, I committed to write a retelling of Mass Effect that would be a, what is it? It would be a film noir horror rather than a sci-fi adventure. And I'm really enjoying doing it. But I didn't get very far before I stopped playing. And what was happening was I was live streaming my playthrough of Mass Effect Legendary Edition. And in doing so, taking notes, as you can see directly under me, I'm taking notes on specific things that happen that I want to make sure that I represent correctly or whatever on the when I do the fanfic. So that's what's happening here, basically. Yesterday on Discord, we were talking about fanfiction, and I remembered that it's been over a year since I've touched this, and in fact, the as you can see in the save file, I'm still on Eden Prime. There's a lot I haven't done, and the fic itself currently ends at them leaving to go to Eden Prime. So,
Commander, it's Nihilus.
So really far behind on this project, but I am working on it. I am playing that, so I welcome you coming to hang out while I jump back into. Crap! What's the engagement button? Okay, it's been so long. Okay, I am way behind on I do not remember so much about this. Okay, let's see here. How do I shoot? No, that's aim. That's melee. That'd be useful. First aid. Ooh, yeah, I would remember out of that. Throw grenade. Holster weapons. H. Okay. But how do I interact? What's the interact? What? Oh, spacebar. Spacebar.
Something's moving over behind those crates.
Wait! Don't shoot! I'm one of you! I'm human!
Good at this.
What are you doing sneaking around back there?
I'm sorry, I was hiding from those creatures. My name's Powell. I saw what happened to that Turian. The other one shot him.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna post this. This is the fic as it currently exists. So if you want to check it out, there it is. Check that out. See where we're at so far. What this is like. What the film horror version of this looks like.
What the hell are you talking about?
There were two Turians here. Your friend and another one he called Saren. I think they knew each other. Your friend seemed to relax. He let his guard down. And Saren killed him. Shot him right in the back. I'm just lucky he didn't see me behind the crates.
We were told a Prothean beacon was brought to the spaceport. What happened to it?
It's over on the other platform. Probably where that guy Saren was headed. He hopped on the cargo train right after he killed your friend. I knew that beacon was trouble. Everything's gone to hell since we found it. First that damn mothership showed up, then the attack. They killed everyone. Everyone! If I hadn't been behind the crates, I'd be dead too.
How come you're the only one who survived? Why didn't anyone else try to hide behind the crates?
They never had a chance. I was already behind the crates when the attack started.
Wait a minute. You were hiding behind the crates before the attack?
Sometimes I need a nap to get through my shift. I sneak off behind the crates to grab 40 winks where the supervisor can't find me.
You survived because you're lazy?
If you hadn't snuck off for that nap, you'd probably be dead just like all the others.
Yeah, I guess. I don't really want to think about it.
Tell me about the Geth attack.
It was quick. 1 minute that ship was descending, the next, those Geth were swarming over the platform, thousands of them. They must have been inside that mothership. They shot anything that moved. It was a massacre.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the beacon?
They brought it here this morning. We loaded it up onto the train and shipped it to the other platform. Hard to believe that was only a few hours ago. Feels like a whole other life.
Tell me about this mothership you saw.
I've never seen anything like it before. It was huge. Landed over near that platform. The whole place got dark as it came down. And it was making this noise, this sound that bored right into your brain. That's what woke me up. The attack came a few minutes later.
You're Cole's contact here on the docks for the smuggling ring.
What? No! I mean, what does it matter now? So I'm a smuggler, who cares? My supervisor's dead, the entire crew's dead. It doesn't matter now, does it?
Anything hidden nearby that we could use against the Geth?
A shipment of grenades came through last week. Nobody notices if a few small pieces go missing from the military orders.
You greedy son of a bitch. We're out here trying to protect your sorry ass, and all you can think about is how you can rip us off?
I never thought you'd actually need those grenades. Who'd want to attack Eden Prime? We're just a bunch of farmers. How was I supposed to know?
Just give me the grenades.
They're yours. Take them. My smuggling days are over, I swear.
A lot of Marines died here, Powell. Those grenades could have come in handy. If I were you, I'd think of some way to make it up to them.
Yeah, okay. There is something else I was saving. Could be worth a fortune. Experimental technology, top of the line.
Guys hiding stuff.
Take it. I don't need it. I didn't want anyone to get hurt. Really, I'm sorry.
We need to find that beacon before it's too late.
Take the cargo train. That's where the other Turian went. I can't stay here. I need to get away from all this.
I mean, that's high explosive. Okay.
Over there!
Oh.
Shields disabled.
Stuff noise. Let's do this. All right. What is a sniper rifle out?
Area secured.
Okay. How do I switch weapons again? Options, key bindings. Mouse roll. Oh! Okay. My shotgun? Oh! Oh! Okay! Yeah, alright, yeah, that'll do it. Thank you. Howdy, welcome.
Set the charges. Destroy the entire colony. Leave no evidence that we were here.
So, you play a lot of Mass Effect, then I take it? This is my first time playing on the computer. I played on the Xbox before, that's it. Oh wow! How did you like Andromeda? I liked Andromeda. I know why people didn't like Andromeda, but I actually kind of did. And I'm curious to know what you thought of it. I'll explain. But basically, I assume you're typing while you're doing that. I don't know if that's true or not. While you're doing that, though, what happened is I just disassembled my computer, moved it to a different room, and then there we go. So I disassembled my computer, moved it to a different room. To live stream a tabletop campaign that we were playing, Mutants and Masterminds. I'm gonna turn the game music down slightly. To play Mutants and Masterminds, to stream Mutants and Masterminds, and then when
Demolition charges. The Geth must have planted them.
when I brought it back,
Hurry!
two of my
We need to
monitors
find
weren't
them
working.
all and shut them down.
So like I have chat over here, but I have game over here, and so I have to like glance over. So I put my phone on this little display right here. What are you shooting? Okay. I put my phone over here so that I can see chat easier. Because I just don't have anywhere. I guess I could just switch to having this monitor up. But it's the inputs is what it is. there's the bridge. Wait, there we go. There we go. No. My wife is Oh, what just happened? Don't do that! Stupid computer. Anyways, that's what I was looking for. Alright, and last charge is somewhere here. Oh, that's not bad. That was D. That won't work for me. Really funny. More fun than the dialect. But it does have a lot of. It does have a pretty big dialogue, to be honest. Oh, hi. What do you got here?
Shields down.
Husk! That's what they're called. I like it when you shoot. Okay. Yeah, sure. Oh, right. How do you do this? Wait, what? Oh. Figure out all the things again. But I don't have to do anything anymore but here. Go back to the ship and then figure out what gear I want to swap out for. You know, I don't think I've ever wandered over here and seen if there was any gear I wanted to pick up while I was here. Probably like the best tool in the game is just hidden away over here. No one ever goes over here to find out about it. Wait, technician kit? There's a technician kit over here. I don't know why I've never gone over there. Alright. These things are cool. I could do something with those. Do. Over the railing. Oh, I didn't see that till just now. Wait, were you talking about the technician kit, or
Normandy,
did I miss
the
something?
beacon is secure.
This is
Request immediate
amazing.
evac.
Actual working Prothean technology. Unbelievable.
It wasn't doing anything like that when they dug it up.
Something must have
Oh
happened.
no!
Roger, Normandy. Standing by.
One of these times. Well, I'm sure I'll do it again. There you go. I haven't.
Shepard!
No, don't touch it. It's too.
Well, that sucks for the entire scientific community. also for Shepard. Distinguished Service Medal. Oh, cool. Went to the railing, you would have had a cutscene of your dudes overlooking. Oh.
We identified the ship that touched down on Eden Prime. The Normandy, a human alliance vessel. It was under the command of Captain Anderson.
Hold on a second.
They managed to save the colony.
I was like, why am I seeing it over there?
One of the humans may have used it.
The Autobot thought railing was a square, or was a sex thing. I can see where it gets it from, but like...
This human...
We all know that's not what it was talking about. But that's cool, yeah, that would have been... Dang. I'm gonna have to make a note of that. Oh, that's going in the notes.
Doctor? Dr. Chakwas. I think she's waking up.
You had us worried there, Shepard. How are you feeling?
I'll finish this cinematic and then I'll add that to the notes.
How did I end up here? How long was I out?
About 15 hours. Something happened down there with the beacon, I think.
It's my fault. I must have triggered some kind of security field when I approached it. You had to push me out of the way.
You had no way to know what would happen.
Actually, we don't even know if that's what set it off. Unfortunately, we'll never get the chance to find out.
Well, you know.
The beacon exploded. A system overload, maybe. And the blast knocked you cold. Williams and I had to carry you back here to the ship.
What's the damage, Doctor?
Physically, you're fine. But I detected some unusual brain activity. Abnormal beta waves. I also noticed an increase in your rapid eye movement. Signs typically associated with intense dreaming.
I saw... I'm not sure what I saw. Death, destruction... Nothing's really clear.
I better add this to my report. It may... Oh, Captain Anderson.
How's our XO holding up, Doctor?
Well, all the readings look normal. I'd say the commander's going to be fine.
Glad to hear it. Shepard, I need to speak with you. In private.
Yeah,
Aye, Captain. I'll be in the mess if you need me.
Sounds like that beacon hit you pretty hard, Commander. Are you sure you're okay?
Let's see here. Oh, it's not going to show up there anyway. Do this. So, I don't know if you heard at the beginning what is happening here, but basically, I'm writing a fanfic in which I'm retelling the story of Mass Effect as a film noir horror rather than as a sci-fi adventure. And so I'm taking notes as I go. That's kind of what this playthrough is about. Amanda Shepard is the main character of that fanfic. She is a private eye and the Normandy is a Normandy building. It's a bank. It's a former bank, Normandy Bank and Trust, that has been converted into a building that she uses as her office and also as some apartments for her and her crew. And the Nomad has been replaced by a car. Is that it? Yeah. Anyway, that they used to get around the city. But anyway, so Normandy, last knocked Shepard out. Okay. Oh yeah, yeah. The transition cutscenes were really long, and yeah, no, I agree with basically all of this. I liked the story.
I don't like soldiers dying under my command.
Jenkins wasn't your fault. You did a good job, Shepard.
Did we leave Gunnery Chief Williams back on Eden Prime?
I liked the story.
I figured we could use a soldier like
My
that.
biggest complaint, and it
She's
looks
been
like you have
reassigned to
more
the
that
Normandy.
you're going to say about it, and that's fair. There's definitely more to say about it. I will say my biggest issue is that it felt incomplete. Like I understand that they were clearly gunning for making it part of a new series of Mass Effect games, much like how the Mass Effect trilogy is a series of games, and you can see in the Mass Effect trilogy like how they were playing the long game on some things and just kind of things were coming up and stuff like that. But Mass Effect 1 still feels like a complete game. Mass Effect 2 still feels like a complete game. Mass Effect 3 still feels like a complete game. Like, they don't... You can enjoy them as standalone games while knowing that they're part of a larger series. But there was a lot about Andromeda that just felt like it didn't belong unless it belonged in a series. And I think that's where a lot of these things that you're talking about come up with these dialogue options and stuff like that, is that there wasn't investment in making this a standalone game where you're invested in this character for this particular story. It was very much just use these characters to hopefully get interested in this larger story that we want to tell later that we never had the chance to tell.
Williams is a good soldier. She deserves it.
Lieutenant Alenko agrees with you. That's why I added her to our crew.
Intel dropped the ball, sir. We had no idea what we were walking into down there. That's why things went to hell.
The Geth haven't been outside the Veil in 2 centuries, Commander. Nobody could have predicted this.
You said you needed to see me in private, Captain?
I won't lie to you, Shepard. Things look bad. Nihilus is dead. The beacon was destroyed and Geth are invading. The Council's going to want answers.
I think I was going with a renegade.
The Geth would have wiped out the whole colony if I hadn't stopped them.
I'll stand behind you and your report, Shepard. You're a damned hero in my books. That's not why I'm here. It's Saren, that other Turian. Saren's a Spectre, one of the best, a living legend. But if he's working with the Geth, it means he's gone rogue. A rogue Spectre's trouble. Saren's dangerous, and he hates humans.
Well, that's a dick move.
Why?
He thinks we're growing too fast, taking over the galaxy. A lot of aliens think that way. Most of them don't do anything about it. But Saren has allied himself with the Geth. I don't know how. I don't know
those
why.
audio glitches are getting through to you.
I only know it had something to do with that beacon. You were there just before that beacon self-destructed. Did you see anything? Any clue that might tell us what Saren was after?
I know what's causing it. I don't have a chance to fix it right now.
Just before I lost consciousness, I had some kind of vision.
A vision? A vision of what?
I saw synthetics. Geth, maybe. Slaughtering people. Butchering them.
We need to report this to the Council, Shepard.
What are we gonna tell them? I had a bad dream?
We don't know what information was stored in that beacon. Lost Prothean technology? Blueprints for some ancient weapon of mass destruction? Whatever it was. Saren took it. But I know Saren. I know his reputation is politics. He believes humans are a blight on the galaxy. This attack was an act of war. He has the secrets from the beacon. He has an army of Geth at his command, and he won't stop until he's wiped humanity from the face of the galaxy.
I'll find some way to take him down.
It's not that easy. He's a Spectre. He can go anywhere, do almost anything. That's why we need the Council on our side.
We prove Saren's gone rogue and the Council will revoke his Spectre status.
I'll contact the Ambassador and see if he can get us an audience with the Council. He'll want to see us as soon as we reach the Citadel. We should be getting close. Head up to the bridge and tell Joker to bring us into dock.
Ugh.
Glad to see... Commander, I'm glad to see you're okay. Losing Jenkins was hard on the crew, and I'm glad we didn't lose you too.
Things were pretty rough down there.
Yeah, you never get used to seeing dead civilians. It doesn't seem right somehow. But at least you stopped Saren from wiping out the whole colony.
I should have done that before I got on stream. Oh, well. Where's that at?
I couldn't have done it without you.
We're Marines. We stick together. And I'm just sorry that we lost Jenkins.
So, in my playthroughs, when you have to choose between Caden and Ashley, I chose Ashley in my previous playthrough. And I promised my wife that I would choose Caden this time. Caden is like her in-game husband. So...
Yeah, I wish I could have done something to save him.
I was there. You did everything right. It was just bad luck.
I wouldn't call it luck.
It's been a hell of a
Charged
shakedown,
into an
Cruz.
ambush.
Our first mission ends with one Spectre killing another. The Citadel Council's not going to be happy about that. Probably use it to lever more concessions out of the Alliance.
You've got a good grasp of the situation. You a career man?
Yeah, a lot of biotics are. We're not restricted, but we sure don't go undocumented. May as well get a paycheck for it. Besides, my father served. I made him proud when I enlisted. Eventually. But is that why you're here? Because of your family?
Okay. Yeah, so...
I was a regular Navy brat. I got a little more noteworthy than the folks expected.
Oh, that's right, a cruise. I imagine that bought you any post in the fleet. Word is we're heading for the Citadel, ma'am. Can you, tell me why?
The captain hopes the ambassador can get an audience with the council. Tell them what Saren's been up to.
Makes sense. They'd probably like to know he's not working for them anymore. Whatever happens, we'll be ready, Commander.
In the fic, obviously, Amanda isn't military. Like I said, she's a private eye. And she wasn't military. It's set in, like, 1952 or something somewhere around there. And so, they are coming off of the heels of, like, World War II. And, she didn't serve in that either, but, I'm keeping the thing about her father being military. And I have her brother was military and fought in the war, and she was there because you weren't allowed to enlist as a woman. So she was there. She had learned a bunch of combat stuff from her dad, and she was there officially as medical, and that's why she was on a cruise. Was that she was there as part of the medical team. But she works with Dr. Chuck, was in the Navy, in the Army, which is where she comes into the story. Caden was a patient of theirs because of his headaches, and Joker's brother served with John Shepard. And so, or something. What did I put? I don't go into a whole lot of detail about it in the fic, but like I'm using that war to kind of bring them together, using military in a way that doesn't really work for the story, or in a way that works for the story because since Amanda's not military, the specifics of how they know each other in the game doesn't work. So I'm adjusting some of that for the fic. But anyway, so things like that conversation. Paragon?
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls.
Cutting in out for you.
Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse. And the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth. Or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
Yeah, I think she was forced out because the war's over.
What do you know about Captain Anderson?
I've served with him for a few tours now. He knows when to let things slide and when to crack the whip. The crew knows he's seen pretty much anything they'll ever run into. And he cares about the people under his command.
How well do you know the lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission. But he has an impressive service record. Over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
What does that have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
I don't actually remember who I went with as a romance option. Might have been PB. I feel like it was either PB or Cora, but I don't really remember. Oh! So you know what I tried to romance the pilot or navigator girl with the Irish accent, and it didn't work out. That's not an actual valid romance option in the game. And I don't remember who I did romance because of that.
What kind of complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects. Caden's lucky. He just gets migraines.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. The crew could use some good news after what happened to Jenkins.
That's true. There was a problem with that. Because in the fiction, she is doing private practice. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I haven't replayed it. And like I said, it's because of all the stuff that I said about it, and some of the stuff that you said about it. Yeah, it didn't really work out for me. What was it?
Jenkins was a valuable part of this crew.
Part of me feels guilty over what happened. If Jenkins was still alive, I might not be here.
You're a good soldier, Williams. You belong on the Normandy.
Thanks, Commander. I appreciate that.
Things were pretty rough down there. Are you okay?
I've seen friends die before.
I feel like I would have
Comes
enjoyed
with being a Marine.
Andromeda more.
But to see
They
my
had
whole
managed to make
unit
the
wiped
Fallout
out,
games
and you
actually
never
make
get
the
used to
story,
seeing dead
but
civilians.
Yeah.
But
just
things
the
would have been a lot
fact
worse if you hadn't
They
shown
had a
up.
lot of problems that they... And the premise was so promising. Actually, kind of what I wanted to do at one point, I was considering... I was talking about doing a Mass Effect fan fiction. I was debating whether to do this one, the one that I'm actually doing, or to redo Andromeda and just take, like, the frame. You know, here's the stuff that they've established about the setting. Here's, you know, okay, they left at this time, they're arriving at this time, there's all this stuff here. And just taking all that stuff and just telling a completely different story. And just being like, this is what Andromeda could have been. And kind of aiming for that. And maybe I'll still do that at some point. But for now, I'm focusing on the original trilogy. But that was part of the reason why, was that in order to do either one of them, I was going to have to replay the games. And I wanted to... I was more interested in... When Legendary Edition came out, I was more interested in playing this than I was in replaying Andromeda.
We couldn't have done it without you, Williams.
Thanks, Commander. I have to admit, I was a little worried about being assigned to the Normandy. It's nice when someone makes you feel welcome.
I need to go speak with Joker.
Goodbye, Commander.
Well, I'm gonna yell at like the council and stuff. I'm gonna get renegade from other sources, just not as much from talking to my crew. The crew's gonna know I care about them. Everyone else is gonna know they can suck it. I feel like that's fitting for her shtick.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. Losing Jenkins was hard enough on the crew.
Let's do this.
Good timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
Nice.
The Ascension, flagship of the Citadel fleet.
Well, size isn't everything.
Why so touchy, Joker?
I'm just saying you need firepower, too.
Look at that monster. Its main gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side, then.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy. Clearance granted. You may begin your approach. Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
Roger, Alliance Tower. Normandy out.
Normandy, this is Alliance Tower. Please proceed to Dock 422.
This is an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony?
The Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Saren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action!
You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Saren. We will discuss the CSEC findings at the hearing, not before.
Captain Anderson, I see you brought half your crew with you.
Just the ground team from Eden Prime, in case you had any questions.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate?
They are. Sounds like you convinced the Council to give us an audience.
They were not happy about it. Saren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
I'm not gonna sit on my ass just because the Council doesn't want to do anything. If they won't stop Saren, I will.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres. The mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done. Instead, Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
And the job is done.
Not hers.
To be fair.
Then we better hope the CSEC investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres. Come with me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing. Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
And that's why I hate politicians.
What's this? Yeah, they whenever I went to next one, cleaning authority answers, I saw him stand up. I think he's fucking sorry. Keep that in mind. Oh, these guys! Love this bit.
EarthClan, you are in the wrong place, I think. Your ambassador is next door in the large office.
Chastising remark. Don't be so rude, Din. At least introduce yourself.
I am Din Korlak, Volus ambassador. Is there something I can do for you, EarthClan?
What is this place?
You are in the embassy for the Volus and the Elcor.
Your ambassador is next door, in his own office.
In this shared space, I aid my fellow Volus when I'm not being interrupted.
I'd like to know more about the Volus.
I'm sure our history and culture would bore you, EarthClan.
Actually, I would like to know more about your history.
My people came to the Citadel shortly after the Asari and Solarians had discovered it. We were instrumental in establishing a standardized galactic economy.
And yet.
However, despite our long association with the Citadel and our many contributions to galactic society, we still do not hold a seat on the Council.
Yes, that's a dick move.
Tell me about Volus culture.
We are tribal by nature, but our ways are not violent. We barter and trade our lands and tribe members in order to increase status. Larger tribes often engulf smaller ones and eventually split again. Our society is very malleable, and our government is always shifting and changing. Since we're not physically adept, we trade our services for protection.
What is it you do here?
I look out for the best interests of the Volus people. No easy task considering how often we are overlooked by the Council.
It does seem like the
Chastising rebuke, Din. The Council favors your species greatly.
You are naive. The EarthClan will be invited to the Council long before our species will.
Why aren't the Elcor or Volus part of the Council?
All species must prove themselves before they join the Council. All but the EarthClans, it would seem.
Dismissive. Ignore the Volus ambassador, human. He is incorrect in his assessment.
Really? How long have we been waiting? How long do you think we'll continue to wait? Bah, this talk is wasted on the humans.
You seem to have a bit of a chip on your shoulder, Din.
You humans are new to the Citadel, and yet the Council has granted you great favor.
Chastising rebuke, Din. Your species has always been granted many concessions. Volus territory has expanded tenfold since coming to the Citadel.
Details. We still have no real say in the decisions that affect Citadel space.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Yes, yes. Good day, EarthClan.
This is Citadel. I guess that whole sentence isn't showing up. What's that guy's name? Fair.
Please greeting. Human, it is always good to see your kind. I am Ambassador Kalen. Genuine query. Is there something I can do for you this day?
Tell me more about your species.
Genuine enthusiasm. I delight in telling the history of my people.
I have not. I am planning
share
to,
our
for
culture
the
with
most part on
others.
this one, though. Like, I don't want to be, like, I'm not being a jerk to my crew, but I'm going to go renegade when I have the option in other contexts. And that, so since this playthrough is the basis of the fanfic, that means that she's going to be very renegade behavior in the fic as well.
Tell me about the history and origins of the Elcor.
The Elcor were just beginning to explore Council space when the Asari first made contact with us. With their help, we discovered the relay closest to our system, and from there the Citadel. Proudly, within one lifetime we established a regular route to the Citadel, and quickly became one of the more active species living on this great station.
I'd like to know more about the culture of the Elcor.
Frankly, we Elcor prefer the safety and familiarity of our own colonies to the confines of space travel. Our society is built on small, tight-knit groups, though we are always welcoming to outsiders. Our government tends to be very stable. Our people are not very comfortable with sudden changes.
Why do you explain what you're about to say?
Our people communicate less through words and more through scent and slight movements. Plainly, we discovered our vocal expression was not enough to convey the feelings of our conversations to other species.
Why do you bother, Kalen? These Earth Clan don't really care about our ways.
Remorseful response, Din. You don't truly believe that, and if you do, I am very sorry for you.
What do you do here?
Modestly, I work to bring the problems and the requests of the Elcor groups to the attention of the Council.
Ha! They only give us these positions to keep us quiet. The Council doesn't care about our races.
Chastising rebuke. Your tone is inappropriate, Din. This human is not to blame for your malcontent or your misconceived suspicions.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Sincere farewell. Good day to... Hello there, human. Sincere apology, but I am here on business and cannot be distracted right now.
You seem distressed. Is there something I can do to help?
Alarmed response. You overheard that, did you? This is all going so wrong, and it is the Asari consort's fault. She's the one who started all this.
Who's this Asari consort?
Curious, you have not heard. You must be new to the Citadel. Everyone knows Sha'ira, the consort. I cannot speak more about this problem. It is too sensitive. Suffice it to say, she has compromised my authority as a diplomat.
Where can I find the Asari consort?
She is across the bridge from here. Her offices are easy enough to spot. Good day, human.
Oh, I spelled the name wrong. There we go. Who's down here? Oh. This is like the way out. Scattered.
Good day, Commander. The human ambassador is up the stairs, first room on the right.
You know who I am?
Yes, I receive
Oh,
reports
really?
on all
I'll
newly
have to do
arrived
that.
dignitaries and notable people.
What's your name? What do you do here?
My name is Safiria. I'm the administrative assistant for the embassies.
You seem to be distracted.
The embassies are the hub of all Citadel politics. When you represent trillions of citizens, it tends to get a little busy.
What is this place?
This is the Presidium. More specifically, you are at the Citadel embassies. If you have more questions, please access Savina.
What's that?
Oh, Athena is the virtual guide for the Citadel. Feel free to access the terminal yourself.
I should be going now.
Have a pleasant day.
I can't believe I landed a job here. This place is fantastic.
I'm glad you feel that way.
Human, delighted, welcome. It is good to meet you.
Amanda Shepard, I didn't expect to see you here. Did Ambassador Udina send you?
I came on my own. I need information.
You humans are always so curious, always sticking your fingers into someone else's pie. Is that the right expression?
It'll do.
Never mind. Forget I asked. Was there something you needed, Commander?
Oh, it's doing a thing. It's trying to restrict you again. He's not calling it's practice bullying? I don't know where the I appreciate the moderation tools, but they don't understand context. Rational ability for me trash. I'll see what. Yeah, it's like. Yeah, that's true. Vermeyer's gonna be crazy. It is. Like I said, I have always called Caden on Vermeyer.
I get the feeling you're not too fond of humans.
But,
no, I just don't trust your kind. Not yet. You humans are eager to take all the power you can get.
But that was because the first time I did play through,
the council
actually
wants to
with
make
romance,
humanity their new favorite pet. That's their business. But I don't have to like it.
Because,
the council treats us like second-class citizens. We have to fight for everything we get.
Good. Then fight for it. But don't expect the rest of us to just sit back and let you take it.
But, yeah,
I'm a busy man, Commander. Are we done here?
What do you know about the Spectres?
They're the right hand of the council, or so they like to be called.
That's true.
More like the underhanded side of the council.
What do you have against the Spectres?
I can't abide any organization that considers itself above the law.
That's true, I agree with
Especially when it's left up to each individual Spectre to decide when and how to bend the rules.
Tell me about CSEC.
CSEC provides necessary police and security services throughout the Citadel. We're a civilian government agency, though many of our members have had military training. Of course, as the CSEC representative to the Council, I spend most of my time liaising between the two.
Tell me about your investigation into Saren.
Sorry, Commander. I don't make a habit of giving out details about ongoing investigations.
That's fair.
I'll be going now.
Goodbye, Commander.
Okay. So we can sit here and look at his stuff. I don't think I can. Am I in trouble? How do I crouch? I don't know how to crouch. How do I open in this scene? I don't remember. Oh, there it is. Left control. Further monitoring situations. More to my fellow humans and oh, it's not. It's gonna be a scam. Come join us in the Hawking Ada cluster. Rights, wrongs, and other kind. You alright? I do feel like there should be more ambassadors.
This place seems strange. Wish there were more humans around.
Don't
You're an
believe the
ambassador.
rumors. The consort would never reveal her secrets.
Of course she would. She'd be tossed out the nearest airlock.
What do you want? Oh, Commander. Is there something I can do for you?
Relax, Private. This isn't an inspection.
Right, sorry. What can I do for you, Commander?
What can you tell me about the Asari consort?
I Well, she's an Asari who works here as... That is, she helps people with things.
You never went to see her, did you, Fredericks?
No, I never did. I couldn't afford it. It costs half a year's credits just to go in and talk to her.
That's fine, Private. Just tell me where to find her.
Sure. She's across the bridge from the embassies.
Thanks, kid. Have fun. Try not to get into too much trouble.
I will. Have fun, that is.
I don't have time to talk now. I'm very busy.
You look at
Hello, Commander. Can I get you something?
What have you got?
Information, mostly. Would you like to know about some points of interest nearby?
What's going on around here?
Well, you found the embassies. Not much going on here. Across the bridge, you'll find the bank, the Emporium, and Shaira's. If you haven't heard of her, you soon will. If you need supplies, you can try the markets one level below. For entertainment, I'd try Flux or Cora's Den.
What is Shaira's?
The consort? She entertains clients who can afford her services. Most of the diplomats and ambassadors have visited her at one time or another. She's a very powerful woman, but also very respected.
Tell me about Flux and Cora's Den.
Well, Flux has gambling and dancing, certainly more lively than this place. Cora's Den, on the other hand, well, let's just say it's livelier and deadlier, all at the same time.
Goodbye.
So long, Commander. Have a pleasant day.
There's things. Livelier and deadlier sounds, out my speed. Check that out. But... also gotta get some schoolwork done today, so...
Welcome to the Presidium. Allow me to be your guide.
I'm gonna... yeah, let me kick off of here. So, go ahead and save here. Excellent. Okay. Oh, right, I gotta do equipment at some point. I have points to spend? Man, I'm gonna have to deal with all that. I'm gonna deal with all this next time we get on. But I have some stuff to go work on. Let me... what I should do. Let's do this. This is it. This. How do I? Let me see here. There we go. Oh, that's huge. Let's do this. Why is that still on top? There we go. Okay, so We're gonna go ahead and I should have done this ahead of time. This over here. Left. Perfect. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, so let's see. Anything else I want to make sure I include in my notes before I go and write the thing, because this is what I'm going to have. Remember they were in there. That's information I got from her. Oh, I forgot to write down the name of that other Alcor. Let me go ahead and get that real quick. I don't know whether I'll put this on sort thing or not. That's the thing, is I'm doing a retelling of the story at large, but I don't know exactly how many of these details I'm going to include. Zaltan. Did I spell that right? I don't want to re-talk to people to... I even can re-talk to them to get that name again, but I can go over to Shira's den. Real quick, Shira's...
Welcome to the Presidium. Allow
Or
me.
check with Avina.
Greetings and welcome to the Presidium. My name is
Avina will know
Avina,
how to
and I am
spell
pleased to
Shira.
be your virtual guide throughout this level of the Citadel space station.
What does that mean?
I am a fully interactive virtual intelligence, programmed to provide spontaneous guidance at predetermined locations of interest throughout this level of the Citadel. I may also be contacted through any of the Presidium VI terminals, should you require assistance.
Give me the tour.
You are standing at Presidium Tourism Terminal 1. On either side of this lobby are the embassies of the various Citadel races, along with CSEC headquarters. On the far end of this level, you can see the Citadel Tower, where the Council meets regularly to discuss matters of interstellar importance.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, and thank you for using Avina. Please enjoy your visit to the Citadel.
I'm not gonna go to Shearer's yet because I'm curious about that whole thing with the aura. But if I can just find out how to spell her name so that I have it correct on the thing. Well, I'm not showing the screen. Oops.
That's enough. I've had my office rearranged 5 times.
Okay, I'm just gonna. Alright, excellent. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go. I'm going to go work on schoolwork that I have to do. Definitely go and check out. So this channel is largely run as part of a fundraising effort for Children's Miracle Network hospitals. So go check out our team page there at Extra Life. Extra Life is a charity that's part of the Children's Miracle Network where every cent that you donate through that goes to the hospital. None of it comes to us. None of it goes to any executive overhead. It all goes to support kids in need at hospitals and their care and the supplies they use to care for them, and also entertainment so they can be kids while they're at the hospital. So help us help kids. Check that out. Come back tonight at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. We will be having Star Trek Lexington Last of the Lines, our Thursday night tabletop campaign, which is we're playing in the Star Trek universe. We are playing the last. I don't remember what it's called. The last class, the Lexington is from the original series, and so it's the last class of that ship. I think it might be Galaxy class. I don't remember what it's called. But whatever. It's the last of that class of ships still in operation because it's a pet project. We are currently lost in a different galaxy trying to find our way home. So come back tonight, check that out. We also have various things happening throughout the year, or throughout the week. We don't have something this weekend, but Monday is Pathfinder. Tuesday is usually a review. I'll play a game and review it, give a first impression review. Wednesday is the Two Brothers Gaming. They've been working on the Road to Oblivion. I don't know if they've started their actual fight against Oblivion or not, but they're moving into Baldur's Gate 3 when they finish that event. And don't forget to join us for Extra Life, November 4th and 5th, 2 12-hour days, a 24-hour marathon of gaming. We're going to be doing Mutants and Masterminds, finishing the campaign called In Memoriam, ending that series with a story called New World Order. So join us for all of that, and have a good night.